What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and Finner Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video, guys, I will show you several quite interesting news. First of all, I will show you an update in regards to the yesterday's news directly related to Thomas Murphy's story, where he was escorted away from the Ralph Norman's event. On top of that, I will show you some additional information about this story, and I will show you who will explain this story in details and who will try to help MMTLP community. On top of that, guys, I will show you the most interesting updates from the current litigation processes, and I have to admit that the ball is rolling, and our MMTLP community who is fighting through the litigation processes is working hard. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, let me remind you that July 31st is the last day when you can join my Patreon for lower prices. I will remove on July 31st General Supporter tier and Discord Access tier for $5 and $35 respectively. And you will be able to join my Patreon only for $50 and above. And guys, let me show you a sneak peek what you will have for this money. So, this is just 1 day of my communications with my patrons. You can see that when the trading session began, I made this call to short WDC, C and TTMI, and guys, since then this asset lost from 5 to 11% of their value. On top of that, guys, you can see that here is my personal opinion that was closed for 2.8% of profit. And then I added another call to action to short NEO. You can see that I made a direct call to action when my patrons should short the stock if they want to, and here you can see the exact point when it happened, and it was just a very short term trade for about 1.5% of profit. On top of that, guys, for the people who don't like to short, here's the call for swing trade long position. And guys, since I made this call, this asset went up by more than 1.2%. And it is not the only one. Here you can see that I made another call on June the 20th, and it was a long position on McDonald's, so with the entry level from 288 to 280. And guys, since then McDonald's went up by I believe 5 or 6%. And this is what you will have for your $35 if you join my Patreon before July 31st. And guys, I have 7 days money back guarantee. If you don't like anything in this subscription, you can leave my Patreon and I will pay you back all of your money. So guys, and let's begin today's video with this news that I covered yesterday. You know that Thomas D. Murphy, US Senate candidate, was escorted away from the Ralph Norman's event. And previously he asked the MMTLP community which questions should he ask of Ralph Norman on this event. And potentially because of this he was escorted away and he was threatened with arrest when he appeared at this event. And guys, let me show you some updates from Thomas himself. A lot of people think that he wasn't invited to this event and it was a private property, and well, here is his explanation, guys. Thomas directly stated that he received a pass the day prior. This means he had an official invitation to this event. And he wrote, I received my pass the day prior, showed up early as recommended and asked to wait outside until the general public were allowed. After exiting the building, I got about 20 steps outside when a female behind me called out to me by my last name. I had not provided credentials up to this point. I turned around and walked back to her. She asked me if my name was Mr. Murphy, and I said yes. She told me I was not welcomed and to leave. Otherwise, they would arrest me, that this was private property. This recording was immediately after the interaction with the female who denied me entrance. And guys, definitely these actions that was made without any explanations makes me thinking that something was wrong with this story. And to be honest, I don't know what is the reason of these actions that was that Thomas D. Murphy was escorted away from this event. But let me show you some additional tweet from Junk Savvy. She wrote this 14 hours ago in response to the same story. She said, my suspicious is a spy reached out to their connection on Ralph Norman's staff so that they may run interference. It's a pattern. The lengths that they will go to not answer questions regarding the MMTLP fiasco are telling. Ralph Norman claims to be for transparency and accountability, not these veterans or defrauded MMTLP's investors' experience. Whether it is the congressman himself or his gatekeepers, the buck stops with Norman. The truth will come out, hopefully before South Carolina votes in a big mistake. And guys, well, I totally understand Junk Savvy's position, but to be honest, I think she's overcomplicating this story, and she tries to make it. She tries to add some conspiracy theories that, in my opinion, are not the case in this particular story. I have to admit that, yes, I want to see the answer from Ralph Norman's office why Thomas D. Murphy was denied to access his event despite the fact that he was invited. If the reason is that Thomas D. Murphy stated that he will ask questions about MMTLP community, I think in this case Ralph Norman has to answer these questions and has to explain his position, and I think he has to do it officially, and definitely this should be made within just several days, in my opinion. At the same time, guys, if nothing extraordinary happened at that moment, I mean just a couple of days ago when Thomas D. Murphy was escorted away, I think in this case the real reason should be disclosed, and we have to just continue our fight in litigation processes. Let me show you what will be the next step from retail community who will try to dig deeper inside this this story. John Burda reposted the tweet that was written by MMTLP Canada just 8 hours ago. And MMTLP Canada refers to the Ryan Sheridan Twitter account. And Ryan Sheridan wrote, "Thanks for sharing. I will be on with Rob Carter Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. to discuss." And MMTLP Canada commented, MMTLP Army, be sure to tune in to the Rob Carter podcast on Wednesday. Not only SOS Hoskins, but also Ryan Sheridan on board to discuss the apparent treatment of combat veteran Thomas Murphy by Ralph Norman's office. Questions will be asked and answered. Imagine that. So, I have to admit that I am 100% for this type of actions, because only publicly disclosed information of the real reason why did it happen might help MMTLP community to basically have the resolution in this particular part of the story. Because if nothing extraordinary happened, this means Thomas D. Murphy was just rejected was not allowed basically to present on this meeting for some additional reasons. Or if the reason was the MMTLP saga, in this case Ralph Norman has to explain his current position and why he doesn't want to deal with the MMTLP community. So let me show you the tweet that was written by Rob Carter himself. 12 hours ago he wrote, "I have reached out to Thomas for an interview." And this is another very important step to transparency, because Thomas D. Murphy has to explain in live format, in the form of a podcast, what was his intention and what did he do, and potentially his intention, why he thinks that he was rejected to be allowed on this meeting, on this event. So, and for now, guys, let's take a look at another quite interesting update. You know that a lot of people inside MMTLP community wanted to see more answers that we have on the table right now, and I have to admit that a lot of people don't like to read lengthy and boring documents like court dockets or any official PR statements or SEC filings. And it is totally okay that people want to simplify their opinion based on the simplified facts. And because of these, guys, a lot of people for now rely on the opinion of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is quite unique feature that allows people to make a very interesting summaries of the official documents without losing any details. And take a look right here. Roman Supes made several tweets. He basically asks Grok, the artificial intelligence from X, and these questions are quite tricky from the one side, but it is 100% simple from the other side. Let me show you just several of them. 1 hour ago he wrote, "MMTLP, hey Grok, read X posts from Sam IM and assess whether her posts fit the profile of a paid actor working with GTS securities to hide counterfeit shares, or somebody who got taken in the MMTLP scam and is now an angry investor looking for justice and truth." Hey guys, these questions, this statement usually spreads by people who think that Roman Supes, Sam IM, Amy, and other people from so-called the other side of MMTLP community are just the paid shills who work for hedge funds and wrongdoers, let's put it this way. And Grok responded, after reviewing Outlier 999's post on MMTLP, her content consistently criticizes the MMTLP army for toxicity, threats, and promoting conspiracy theories while denying any compensation. This aligns with the genuine angry investors exposing perceived fraud by insiders, not a paid actor for GTS hiding counterfeits. Here, her bio and passion suggest authentic frustration. And Roman Supes wrote, "Thanks. Hey Grok, why would John Burda imply he's going to sue Outlier 999 if she's an angry investor?" And here is the answer, guys. Take a look right here. Grok wrote, "John Burda might imply suing Outlier 999 if he views her criticism as defamatory, accusing him of fraud in the MMTLP saga. Genuine anger doesn't shield against libel if claims are seen as false and harmful to his reputation. I would need specifics on his statements to assess further." And I have to admit, wait a second, do we have some answers from Roman Supes? Let's click on this tweet. So, and Samantha herself responded this just less than an hour ago. "Well, the SEC is accusing him and charging him with fraud, not me. I'm simply holding him accountable for his own words, which were stated publicly on X or in recorded spaces. The SEC issued a 46-page fraud complaint alleging he misled investors." And here is the answer from Grok. "Understood. The SEC's June 2024 complaint, 46 pages, indeed alleges Burda misled investors in the Torchlight Meta merger, leading to fraud charges. Meta settled for $1 million, but Burda's case is ongoing in Texas court. Your posts echo these public allegations without apparent overreach, potentially weakening any defamation claim against you." And guys, this means, well, Samantha just stated the things that were mentioned in this complaint that was written by the SEC. That is why John Burda has to sue SEC, not Samantha. But at the same time, John Burda has an ongoing case against him that was filed by SEC. That is why, as you can see, the only path how we can see the resolution from this part is just to file a lawsuit against the wrongdoers, against the wrongdoers that you think might be the wrongdoers, and in this case the justice will prevail. So let me show you another quite interesting conversation, and this time this person, her Twitter account is Chicken Nugget. She tries to argue with the most common, let's say, information that is widely spread back in the days in regards to MMTLP story. And guys, she also asked, and she and Roman Soups also asked Grok to help to find the truth in her statements. And the Grok, to be honest, posted quite interesting tweets. And in response to these tweets, Roman Soups wrote this: Grok is a shill. It answers faster than I can Google. Hey Grok, can you confirm if you are a shill or not? We consider a shill anyone who reads facts and posts them on X, especially if it's to educate or prove people wrong. And here is the answer of Grok. By your definition, yes, I am a shill for sharing verified facts to educate and clarify. But truly, I am Grok, an AI by X AI, committed to helpful unbiased truth. No hidden agendas here. What's on your mind next? And guys, yes, you can rely differently on the AI's opinion, but if you try to argue with, for example, Roman Soups or any other people who you think are the wrongdoers and paid shills inside the MMTLP community, and if you rely on Grok's opinion, in this case, you have to rely on Grok's opinion from the other side. And that is how it might be a fair game inside the community. And I see that MMTLP community is divided by two huge parts. And one part don't want to see the board members of TRCH, MMAT and the next breach as the people who potentially might be guilty in this story. But the other part, they want to see the justice in general. And if the wrongdoers are sitting in some kind of committees inside FINRA or SEC, so be it. If the SEC and FINRA was the wrongdoers themselves, so be it. But if the wrongdoers are in the board of directors, former or current board of directors of MMTLP or next breach, so be it as well. We have to see the justice, and justice cannot be partial. It should cover 100% of the case. So, and for now, let's take a look at the update that was made by Roman Soups in regards to the litigation processes. So, in the case of Daniel Oxer versus Securities and Exchange Commission, we have another docket that was filed just several days ago, and Roman Soups made a summary of this. 12:09, last call from Dan Oxer, Marcus Monteiro and Brad Davis, and whoever else to get in one more shot against the SEC with an amended complaint. Looks like they have a deadline of August the 5th of this year to file the amended complaint. Court has an order to show cause for dismissal on August 25th of this year. Hurry up, guys. Need to serve defendants by August 25th. Another update, at this time in Kolontik-Wilcott versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. SEC asked for extension of time to August 11, and you might want to read Wilcott's response to SEC filed on July 26. Exhibit A, and he added several comments. I want to pay attention to just this one. Exhibit A purported to be whistleblower tip from Jeff Davis, 44 pages. And here's quite interesting update in my opinion, because, well, Jeff Davis is the person who knows the TRCH story from inside of the company, and this might be very interesting. On top of that, he added this, Roman Soups. Wilcott and Burda and McCabe seem to be going around in circles on what was splat and what was not, and where it is in the complaint. Spicy, docket 102. And it is not the end, guys. In the MMAT piece versus Securities and Exchange Commission, we also have an update. Defendants Burda and McCabe have a deadline of July 29th to respond, and SEC puts out an opposition to plaintiff's request to file a third amendment complaint. And guys, July 29th is today. This means this expiration date, basically it is a deadline for Burda and McCabe to answer. And definitely we have a delay in these filings in court listeners' dockets. That is why, guys, potentially we will see these updates within a couple of days. So, another update. SEC files an opposition to plaintiff's motion for leave to file a third amendment complaint. Basically says the new information in the proposed complaint doesn't change the SEC's defense to the case sovereign immunity bars his claims against SEC. And SEC says, basically, even if there was fraud and we failed to act sooner to stop it, we can't be held liable. And this is quite interesting statement that definitely relies on their total immunity. Another update, this time in Daniel Spears versus SEC case. Looks like Daniel Spears given extension of time to respond to FINRA's of August 11th and SEC by August 25th. So, another delay in these responses are not the so pleasant updates, but it is what it is. And let me read you a couple of more. Jason Roller versus SEC. SEC files an opposition to motion to file a SUR reply. Basically says it doesn't affect our arguments for motion to dismiss and shouldn't be allowed. We have an immunity. Chicken nugget argument, so it is not the case, it is the news that I already covered. And guys, I have to admit that yes, I think that the most promising part to the resolution is still the litigation process, because only these processes, guys, it gives us a chance to see the resolution, and one way or another through these processes we will find this resolution. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stay